Now joining us, we have News Central correspondent Joshua Imarayi, who is in Makurdi, to the capital of Benue State, and also the co-founder of the Middle Belt Concerns, EA Jonathan Chava. You're welcome, lady and gentlemen. First off, EA, you are right there and have been visiting IDP camps. What's the real state of things as it stands currently, EA?
So today I'm actually at another camp, which is in Taraku, but yesterday we were at Yelewata till very late. Sorry, not Yelewata, at the International Modern Markets camp, where they moved those from Yelewata there. And I mean, things are in a very bad situation. No bed, no mattresses, no food. Just we took just a few food items as NGOs to just see what we could do to help. We were almost mobbed. I mean, there's just a sense very much of shock, trauma, people not knowing what to do. Thankfully, there's some water at the site, but truly, the place is overwhelming. We saw about, I hope that your correspondent will get to go to that camp, but we saw, they had said about 2,000 people were displaced. We had the sense that it was probably closer to 4,000 or 5,000, but we're not sure. I believe that the State Emergency Management Agency is still doing its profiling and it's working, but I think that I would call for better organization. We saw a number of other partners on the ground. When I say partners, usually in this situation, you have various partners who are responsible or institutions. So you may have UNHCR who's there doing the registration, probably working with SEMA. Usually you have UNICEF in charge of water, but we didn't see them there. So we hope that we'll see more. Now that the UN is finally speaking on this issue more, we hope that we'll see a much more concerted effort from our international partners, but also at the state level, at the local, at the national level. We expect to see better coordination at the camps because the situation is terrible. Children, pregnant women, nursing mothers. I mean, there was one who was 2.5-month-old twin babies. She was feeding both of them. She had not eaten all day, So we want to have that dealt with. There's also a mistrust of some of the officials in the camp from previous experiences where some people allege that when you take food materials, sometimes they are hoarded by certain entities. And they don't get to the displaced people. We really hope that under this situation, none of that will happen, or no such allegations will come through. So it's a lot, and we're still trying to just get a feel of that. We saw some of the SEMA officials there doing their best as well, and we just expect to see that hopefully it will get better, and we'll see better profiling. There are some security people there. Again, a note, of course, for Yelewata and a lot of the places. Today we're in Taraku. There are pockets of displaced people all over.
Well, okay then, EA. EA, I've only got a couple of minutes.
We have some here as well. Very little security.
Okay then, EA.
Which is about.
My apologies, EA. I hate to stop you there, but I've only got a couple of minutes, and I have to talk to Joshua Imarayi. Now, Joshua, the UN Secretary General has expressed his disgust at the incident and also told that there must be redress here. But what's the mood like ahead of the president's visit? He says that he will be there on Wednesday. Is there such an anticipation about his visit, and how are they looking to welcome him?
Well, good evening to you, Marcino. Well, I can confirm to you that there are several permutations currently ongoing in Benue, particularly as regards the security formation, because the state capital now is filled with droves of security men. Just on my left-hand side, a while ago, we had trucks of soldier men, and as well as police vans have been patrolling the city center and other places. Well, this is the situation here. However, the state government has issued several circulars as regards the visit of the president. One organizing a color-to-color, shoulder-to-shoulder parade for the president, right from the airport down to the city center, as well as the government house. And the governor has also ordered that tomorrow be declared a public holiday, that only essential services as regards health, bank, as well as other security formations will still be put in place. So this is the situation here. We know that the governor has ordered a public holiday for tomorrow, and as well as encourages people to keep watch and keep wait of the president by organizing a colorful parade, shoulder-to-shoulder parade, to welcome the president. So that's what we have here in Benue State.
I'm going to ask both of you this question, but starting with you, Imarayi. There's a concern that nothing of what's happening currently is new, whether the condolence, the prayers, or even the visit by the president. The president even recommended reconciliation. What exactly does this mean, reconciliation, and what will it entail? Joshua, go ahead.
Basically, on that particular message by the president, he mentioned reconciliation and dialogue. And this only points to one direction, that there must have been a move that resulted into this series of attacks that have been perpetrated in these communities. Well, we spoke to some of the residents who confirmed to us that right from 2003, they've been experiencing pockets of such attacks, and it has been ravaging their communities. But this is their stance. They are saying they are not the ones supposed to be responsible for this reconciliation move or the dialogue move, that the government is responsible. So we are looking forward to the government and other authorities to initiate this reconciliatory move. However, the question is, what are we reconciling for? Is it for those who have been killed, the Benue citizens who have been killed, or is it for those who are attacking them? So there are so many questions as regards the particular topic of reconciliation and dialogue. So it is rather unclear. We expect that the government will enlighten us, enlighten the public, and give a broader perspective to how the reconciliation will be made step by step and hitting the ground running at the same time.
EA, to you now, you've been at multiple camps and you've seen the instances from multiple locations. To you, what does the word reconciliation mean? And also have in mind that yesterday on the news we had Zarai Yusuf, who claimed that these attacks are actually genocidal and are more on the religious lines. What have you seen and what does this mean to you, reconciliation?
Sorry, we're actually on the move now, so I'm sorry, I'm a bit unstable. I'll just quickly say that I don't understand what the president meant by that. He's obviously ill-informed on this situation. When you have genocide, how are you going to reconcile with people who have been killing you for years? Benue State has recorded over 621 attacks of this nature since 2009. Thousands have been killed, millions have been displaced. Which one? Are we at war? Are we at the farmers fighting back with these people? We don't understand. So I think the president it needs to be better informed. This is a genocide. Instead of asking for reconciliation, what should be happening is they should be going after the funders and the people behind these killings and addressing them. I will also add that it's an absolute shame that look at today now, as because we have dignitaries in this Yelewata, we see the number of people who have come to protect. I don't know who they're protecting, but when the citizens cry out and say they're going to attack us because they had forewarning about these attacks, you're left with only a few policemen with very poor arms. So it just speaks to the priorities of this government, and historically, this is what we see happening. I will also say I am stunned because, of course, we've been out with the IDP, so I didn't even hear the news. I am stunned and saddened that my governor is calling a public holiday on the day the president is coming, but did not deem it fit to declare days of mourning when these people were killed. So it just goes to show that even our leadership do not understand these kinds of situations. It does not seem so. I mean, come on, people have been killed, human lives. We've wasted 200 at least. And, we're saying reconciliation. Instead of going after them, the government should do its number one job, which is to, according to Section 14(2)(b) of our Constitution, their first job is to secure lives of Nigerians. It's not placed to be trying to mollycoddle terrorists and be saying people should go and reconcile with terrorists. How do you reconcile with terrorists? They should be more sensitive and they should be much more and speak with a little more decorum. I think it's wrong for him to have said that. Maybe he did not understand. Maybe they thought it was a communal clash. But once there's loss of life, they should obey the law and do what they need to do and go after these people and accord them and accord those who were killed the justice that they deserve. Let me stop here because we have to move, and I don't want to also be disrupted.
I want to say thank you very much for even including us in your busy schedule there as you go about the good work you're doing in Benue State. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Joshua Imarayi, for joining us.